Very good morning to one and all. And today we are discussing about the next continuation topic. The next continuation topic we're discussing in nanomaterials. That is properties of nanomaterials, carbon nanomaterials. Previous class lo మనం డిస్కస్ చేశానన్న కార్బన్ నానోమెటీరియల్స్ మనం డిస్కస్ చేసేటప్పుడు కార్బన్ నానోమెటీరియల్స్ దే ఆర్ టేకింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద గ్రాఫైట్ and these carbon nanomaterials are converting into carbon nanotube. Carbon nanomaterials are converting into carbon nanotube. And these carbon nanotubes of two classification. The first classification is single-walled carbon nanotube, and number two is known to be that multi-walled carbon nanotube. In our previous class, we have discussed what is known to be SWCNT and what is known to be that DWCNT, and we have already discussed how we are preparing single-walled carbon nanotubes and as well as multi-walled carbon nanotubes. Single and multi-walled carbon nanotubes both are prepared using three main methods. The first method is known to be that arc discharge method. Number two is known to be laser ablation, and third one is known to be CVD. Yesterday చూసామండి carbon nanotubes prepare చేయడానికి మనం three methods వాడుతున్నాం. Number one is arc discharge method. Number two is known to be laser ablation method. Number three is known to be CVD method. Now, and today we are discussing about the properties of carbon nanomaterials, properties of CNTs, and as well as C60 materials. Yesterday properties మీకు చెప్పాను, బిగిన్ చేస్తాను. ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ రివ్యూ చూసుకొని C60 లోకి వెళ్దాం. In our previous class, we have discussed the properties of carbon nanomaterials. When we are discussing about the properties of carbon nanomaterial, just like carbon nanotube is known to be two-dimensional, and the carbon nanotube when we are discussing which containing sp2 carbon nanotube containing excellent mechanical property, carbon nanomaterial containing excellent physical strength. Now when we are discussing about tensile strength, the carbon nanomaterial containing the two main advantages. The first advantage is known to be the flexibility. The second advantage is known to be the mechanical strength. The mechanical strength of the carbon nanomaterials are identified because of the only one reason. The first one, it containing HCP geometry, it containing sp2 hybridization, it containing HCP geometry, it containing sp2 hybridization. Then when we're discussing about a low density carbon nanomaterial, because of the lower density, because of the more surface area, and these carbon nanomaterials are known to be super mechanical strength composites. So when I'm discussing about carbon nanomaterials, and these carbon nanomaterials are known to be high strength composites, they are known to be that high strength composite which containing sp2 hybridized carbon. Now that we see the continuation here, carbon nanomaterials when we are discussing, they are known to be that higher hardness, very high hardness and the strength, mechanical strength మనం calculate చేసేటప్పుడు tensile strength units తీసుకోవాలన్నా. When we are discussing about hardness, and these carbon nanomaterials containing very high hardness, the hardness is identified by application of a pressure. Now when we are applying a compression pressure, it can resist about 24 GPa pressure at the room temperature condition. So the hardness of the material was measured in the nano indenters, which is measured in the nano indenters. Now when you are measuring the carbon nanomaterials, when you are measuring the hardness of carbon nanomaterials in the units of nano indenters, I'm repeating, in the units of nano indenter, then we should identify carbon nanomaterials. I'm repeating, carbon nanomaterials are known to be lower density materials, carbon nanomaterials which containing high mechanical strength. I'm repeating, they are known to be that lower density and as well as high mechanical strength composites, right? Now let me see the discussion here. In our previous class, we have discussed when we are discussing about carbon nanomaterial, and these carbon nanomaterials having excellent electrical property, and these carbon nanomaterial having very good catalytic activity. Point గుర్తుంచుకోండి, 2 points గుర్తుంచుకోండి. When we are discussing about carbon nanomaterials, and these carbon nanomaterials having excellent electrical property and as well as which is having very good catalytic activity. I will tell you what is known to be that electrical property. The word electrical property is explained in the two main classifications. The first classification I'm saying is they are known to be conductor and it is known to be a semiconductor. Now, when we're discussing about carbon nanomaterial, and these carbon nanomaterial having a three main classification, when we are discussing about single-walled carbon nanomaterial, single-walled carbon nanomaterials of number one is known to be that armchair, number two is known to be zigzag, number three is known to be chiron. Now, when we are taking the armchair carbon nanomaterials, then they are known to be an excellent semiconductors. I'm repeating, which is known to be that excellent semiconducting material. Then carbon nanomaterials having excellent electrical conductivity. Because of that electrical conductivity, they are used in the fuel cell. In general, fuel cell is made up of a platinum foil, a platinum chamber containing hydrogen, a platinum chamber containing oxygen, right? A platinum chamber which containing hydrogen and the platinum chamber which containing an oxygen. Then hydrogen, oxygen fuel cell. Now, when we are taking a platinum chamber A and as well as the platinum chamber B, and these platinum chambers are known to be very good electrical conductors. So H2O2 fuel cell is made up of platinum. Methanol oxide fuel cell chambers are made up of platinum. Anode is made up of a platinum. The cathode is made up of a platinum. But in the coming days, when we're discussing nanomaterials, and those nanomaterials, they were made up of, I'm repeating, and those nanomaterials, they were made up of a material, and those materials are known to be CNT. That means that anode is made up of a CNT and cathode is made up of CNT. Anode మీరు CNT తో ప్రిపేర్ చేయండి, cathode CNT తో ప్రిపేర్ చేయండి. Carbon nanotube is known to be anode and carbon nanotube is known to be cathode. Now when we are compared with the platinum, now just when we are compared with the platinum, the CNT is containing the high electric density, the more is the lifetime, the more is the lifetime, the higher is the electrical density, the more is electrical conductivity. The higher is the electrical density and the more is the electrical conductivity. So when we are discussing about carbon nanomaterial, I'm repeating, when we are discussing about carbon nanomaterial, and these carbon nanomaterials especially, I'm saying, and these carbon nanomaterials especially, which is having, when you're discussing about CNTs of two-dimensional, carbon nanowires of one-dimensional, carbon nanomaterials are known to be one-dimensional, CNTs are known to be two-dimensional, and C60 is known to be three-dimensional. Now itself, you're discussing about the properties of two-dimensional carbon nanotube, two-dimensional single-walled carbon nanotube, or the double-walled carbon nanotube, and they're having excellent electrical conductivity property, which is acts as a semiconductor and as well as a metallic conductor. So they can be used in the fuel cell. Platinum is replaced in the fuel cell with CNT. Platinum is replaced in the fuel cell in the CNT. So CNT acts as anode and CNT acts as a cathode. They're having excellent electrical conductivity. So more lifetime of the fuel cell is identified. Next. Then what is known to be catalytic activity? I will tell you the difference between catalyst. Catalyst increases rate of reaction, right? The first classification. Catalyst increases rate of reaction. Number two, the catalyst decreases reaction time. Point guర్తుంచుకోండి. Catalyst increases rate of reaction and the catalyst decreases reaction time. So when we are adding a catalyst to that any chemical reaction, whether a chemical reaction catalyst add then what will happen? The reaction time decreases, right? Suppose the reaction మనం ఒక 3-4 days తీసుకోండి, the reaction should complete in 3-4 days, right? When we are adding catalyst, the rate of the reaction, then it should be minimized, right? 3-4 days time should be minimized to 1 day, or it might be 12 hours, it might be 10 hours. So when we are adding a catalyst, we should identify the two main conditions. The first condition, catalyst increases rate of reaction. I'm repeating, catalyst increases rate of reaction, and the second condition, catalyst decreases reaction time. So nanomaterials, when we're discussing carbon nanomaterials, when we're discussing carbon nanotubes, when we're discussing, they are used in that oxidative degradation chemical reaction. I'm repeating, which can be used in that oxidative degradation reactions. Now let me see here, and it is known to be a butane. What is butane here? CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. Let me tell you one thing right here. Now we are taking, it is known to be butane. Just I would like to add a catalyst, right? It's a simple. This is known to be CH3, 3 hydrogens, and here we can have CH2, and here we can have CH2, and here we can have CH3. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Oxidation చేయండి in the presence of nanocatalytic condition. Point గుర్తుంచుకున్నాను, in the presence of nanocatalytic condition. Nanocatalytic conditions apply చేయండి. Then what will happen? From here I'm taking hydrogen. From here I'm taking hydrogen. Simple. From here we are taking hydrogen, and here we are taking hydrogen. Just remove the hydrogen. Simple. Just removing the hydrogen. Simple. From here we are separating the hydrogen, and from here we are separating the hydrogen. Then what will happen? It is known to be the dehydrogenation. Hydrogens one separate chestnut is dehydrogenation. Simple. From here we are separating the hydrogen, and here we are separating the hydrogen. If the hydrogen ala తీసేయండి, then the hydrogen ala బయట పంపించేసేయండి. Then what will happen? In between we are getting a double bond. In between we are getting a double bond. You see this? In between we are getting a double bond. You see this? The reaction what we are saying as dehydrogenation. Reaction is known to be that dehydrogenation. The reaction where we are taking the hydrogens from N-butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3, 4 carbon system. It is known to be the N-butane. From N-butane, we are taking hydrogens. Now from N-butane, when we are taking hydrogen, it is converting into 1,3 butadiene. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You see this? Double bond is identified at the first position, and the double bond is identified at the third position. So when we are using a dehydrogenation reaction, when we are applying a dehydrogenation reaction, when we are removing the hydrogen from an alkane system, when we are removing the hydrogens from a butane, then we are using a catalyst. In the process, what we are using a catalyst. In the process, when we are using catalyst, and the catalyst should be, I'm repeating, the catalyst should be nanocatalyst. Okay. The catalyst is known to be that nanocatalyst, and this nanocatalyst having, I'm repeating, and this nanocatalyst having very high chemical activity or very high catalytic activity. The rate of reaction further increases when we are compared with the 10 power 10 times to 10 power 20 times. 10 power 10 to 20 times rate of reaction enhanced. So nanomaterial is having excellent, I'm repeating, nanomaterial is having excellent catalytic activities. Okay. Now we're discussing about the next continuation. Nanomaterials having the excellent medicinal activity. Point with this point. Now when we're discussing about carbon nanotube, CNTs of two-dimensional, CNTs of single-walled carbon nanotube, and the CNTs of multi-walled carbon nanotube, they're having excellent drug delivery vehicle character. Now, which is having excellent drug delivery property, they're used in the treatment of cancer, and which is also used in the treatment of HIV, human immunovirus. Now itself, nanomaterials are used in the treatment of, I'm repeating, now itself, the nanomaterials are used in the treatment of coronavirus. I'm repeating, nanomaterials మనం coronavirus treatment లో కూడా వాడుతున్నాం. మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాం. Then what is the usage of nanomaterials? And these nanomaterials, when we are using in the medicinal application, I'm repeating, these nanomaterials, when we are using in the medicinal application, and these nanomaterials having excellent drug delivery character. The point with each one. What is known to be a drug delivery character? The word drug delivery indicating that, I'm repeating, now nanomaterial is combined with the drug, then the delivery indicating that the traveling of a drug, the moving of a drug. Okay, the moving of a drug to the virus, the property should be increased. So it is known to be a delivery vehicle, right? When we are taking a nanomaterial is known to be a vehicle. It acts as a vehicle which increasing the drug delivery property. I'm repeating, which increasing the drug delivery property. Now, and these nanomaterials which increasing the drug delivery property, now the drug containing the higher activity, I'm repeating, the drug containing higher activity. Now, when we are discussing about these nanocomposites, and these nanocomposites, when they combine with it, I'm repeating, when they combine with the drug medicinal activity increases. That means that the drug which can easily acting on the virus. The virus may be HIV virus. The virus may be a cancer cell. The virus may be a coronavirus virus. So the drug acting on that virus property should be increases. The more is the drug activity, that means that which can easily kill the microorganism. The more is the drug activity which can easily kill the microorganism. So when we are discussing about nanomaterials, and these nanomaterials having, I'm repeating, and these nanomaterials having excellent, these nanomaterials having excellent medicinal application. I'm repeating, The nanomaterial which containing excellent medicinal applications. So we're discussing about the properties and application. We're discussing about the properties and application of carbon nanotubes. When we are discussing about carbon nanotubes, just I will go back. Number one is going to be carbon nanotubes containing excellent mechanical strength. They can be used in automotive parts. They can be used in the preparation of, I'm repeating, they can use it in the preparation of space vehicles, marines, jet material, industrial material because of higher mechanical strength and lower density. Point lower density is nothing but lightweight. Nanomaterials are known to be a lightweight material, lightweight carbon nanomaterial containing high mechanical strength. First condition. Now, based on the hardness, same only, because of the hardness, they can be used in the industrial materials and as well as automotive parts, space vehicles, and etc. and etc. Now, based on this electrical property, nanomaterials are known to be very good electrical conductors. Then nanomaterials are based on the electrical conductivity. Carbon nanotubes are used in the fuel cell. A fuel cell with the less lifetime, a fuel cell with more lifetime, right? The fuel cell with the more lifetime that should be used with CNT. CNTs of the fuel cell. The fuel cell containing CNT anode, the fuel cell containing CNT cathode, which containing the more lifetime when compared with the H2O2 fuel cell, methanol oxide fuel cell, and those fuel cell which containing platinum foils. Number two. The third classification, nanomaterials having excellent catalytic activity. They are known to be a catalyst. They can be used in that hydrogenation reaction, dehydrogenation reaction, which can be used in the oxidation reaction. In the oxidation reaction, we are using a platinum CNT catalyst. You see here, platinum CNT catalyst, which increases rate of reaction. The process what we are saying as a dehydrogenation reaction, where the butane is converted to give 1,3 butadiene. Now, nanomaterials or nanotubes, carbon nanotubes, which is used in the treatment of HIV, cancer, and coronavirus treatment, right? Now, let me see the final continuation in the carbon nanotube, the final discussion in the carbon nanotube. You see this, that is known to be fullerene cell. What is known to be a fullerene? The fullerene is known to be a three-dimensional C60 carbon nanomaterial. Then, when we're discussing about, before we would like to discussing about the C60, let me explain the different classification of fullerenes. Now, when we're discussing about the different classification of fullerenes, and these fullerenes of three main classification, the first one I'm saying is spherical fullerene. Number two is known to be cylindrical fullerene. Number three is known to be planar fullerene. Spherical, 360, C60 and C60 and spherical, which contain three-dimensional geometry. Cylindrical fullerene, two-dimensional. Planar fullerene is a two-dimensional. Examination lo manaki repeatedly adigedi entante, that is known to be that C60 fullerenes. In your previous examination, they're asking about C60 fullerenes, right? Let me discuss about the C60 fullerenes. A C60 fullerenes which containing, see this, it is known to be C60. A C60 fullerenes, when you're discussing, you see here, which containing closed caged carbon molecule geometry. You see this, closed caged carbon nanomolecules, and which containing 12 pentagonal ring system. Pentagonal ante 5-member ring system, and which is also containing 20 hexagonal ring system, right? Variable hexagonal ring system annadu, variable kadandi 20 తీసుకోండి. 12 pentagonal ring system and the 20 hexagonal ring system. A C60 is a crystalline material, and each carbon containing sp2 hybridization. I'm repeating. C60 is known to be a crystalline material, and each carbon containing, I'm repeating, each carbon containing sp2 hybridization. That we see what is known to be a C60. Now I'm discussing about C60 material, right? This is known to be C60. You see this. The C60 is a combination of 60 carbons with global geometry. 60 carbons are identified in the global geometry. It is known to be a 5-member ring system. It is known to be the 5-member. Now, 5-member ring systems, it is present as a 12 number. That means that which containing 12 5-member ring system, right? 12 pentagonal ring system, and it containing a 6-member system like this, which containing in which containing 20 hexagonal ring system. 20 hexagonal ring system. Hexagonal ring system is nothing but 6-member ring system. So when we are discussing about a C60 material, the C60 materials is made up of a carbon. I'm repeating. C60 materials are made up of a carbon. C60 materials are made up of a carbon. C60 materials are made up of a carbon. It is known to be a 5-member ring system like this. And it is known to be that a 6-member ring system. It is known to be the 6-member ring system. And each carbon linked together in a 6-member or 5-member or 4-member. The 4-member would choose that. So it is known to be the 4-member ring system. This one is known to be a 4-member ring system. So a C60, when we are discussing C60 containing cage-like geometry, C60 containing cage-like geometry. The C60 containing globe-like geometry. I'm repeating. C60 containing globe-like geometry. And the C60 which containing a football-like geometry. And it is a combination of number one is a 4-member ring system, 6-member ring system, and 5-member ring system. Simple. C60s are known to be a 4-member, 5-member, and 6-member ring system. It is known to be a 4-member ring system, 5-member ring system, and 6-member ring system. 26-member ring system and 4-member ring systems are known to be just like 5 between 5 to 10. Is the number count cheladandi. And the 5-member ring systems are known to be 12. 12 pentagonal ring system, 20 hexagonal ring system, 12 5-member ring system, and 20 6-member ring system. And each carbon in C60 means that 60 carbons are linked together, and each carbon in C60 which containing sp2 hybridization point. Each carbon in C60 which is having sp2 hybridization. So we're discussing about C60. C60 is a, I'm repeating, 3-dimensional carbon nanomaterial in Malchiktan. It is also known to be that Buckminster fullerene. Then pere evantadandi Buckminster fullerene antadu. Buckminster fullerene, when we are discussing C60, when we are discussing which containing global-like geometry, which containing football-like geometry, and it is made up of 4-membered, 5-membered, and as well as 6-membered ring system. And each carbon hybridization is known to be the sp2. Now, that we see the structure of CNC. Now the C60, when we're discussing the structure which containing isohedral structures, I'm repeating, which containing 60 vertices, which containing 32 faces, okay, and which containing 12 pentagonal ring system and 20 hexagonal ring system. Just now we have discussed. Done. Let me discuss the properties of C60 materials. Now, when we're discussing about the property of C60 material, then it is known to be mustard colored and brown color and when we are discussing about C60 is a poor conductor of electricity. That means that C60 man generally low electrical conductor. But when the C60 is combined with the alkali metal, what is known to be alkali metal? Alkali metal and first group elements, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, even first group elements. But the nature of the C60 ki alkali metals add chain and the sodium add chain. When the C60 is combined with the alkali metal, then its conductivity increases tremendously. That means that which is known to be a very good electrical conductor. Simple. Ordinary condition only C60 తీసుకుంటే మీరు ఏమంటాడంటే పూర్ ఎలక్ట్రికల్ కండక్టర్ అంటాడు. మీరు ఇదే C60 మీరు ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? ఆల్కలీ మెటల్ తో కంబైన్ చేయాలి. When the C60 is combined with the alkali metal, the conductivity increases further, right? Next. Now let me discuss about a C60 material. And the C60 material containing excellent solubility in organic solvents. In Mali cheptunanu C60 with dissolved in organic solvents. Organic solvents ki aqueous solvent ki difference chuskondi. Benzene is an organic solvent. CCl4 is an organic solvent. Cyclohexane is known to be that organic solvent. And C60 can easily soluble into the organic solvent, especially aromatic hydrocarbon. Aromatic hydrocarbon solvent అనేది ఏంటంటే especially we are saying that the benzene is known to be that aromatic hydrocarbon solvent. Next one. Now it containing very tough and high tensile strength. One చెప్పుకున్నాం carbon nanomaterial, carbon nanotube or C60. And the C60 is containing very high mechanical strength and very high tensile strength. Now when we're discussing about the compression resistance is very, very less. That means that about 30% of its structure, which doesn't loses even though we are applying the higher temperature condition. Next condition. And C60 containing very high thermal stability. Thermal stability is identified up to 600 degrees centigrade. There is C60 materials about 600 degrees centigrade work heat share, and it is known to be that highly thermal stable. Okay. Now, and all these conditions we're discussing about the properties of C60 materials. Let me see the continuation here. Yeah. Let me explain what is known to be a superconducting material. A C60 combined with that alkali metal. But C60 metal and alkali metals are compared. The resultant what we are getting K3C60, and the K3C60 is known to be superconducting material. And these superconducting materials are used in the photovoltaic cells. In photovoltaic cell, then C60 materials are known to be charge carriers. They are known to be charge carriers. They are used in the batteries. Then C60 materials is nothing but a combination of alkali metal C60. It is acts as a superconductors. They were used in that electrical and as well as electronic appliances. Electrical and as well as electronic circuit boards and superconductors. Next, when we are discussing about C60 materials and the C60 containing a lubricant character because of the shape of the molecule, the C60 containing globe-like geometry. Because of the globe-like geometry, the C60 materials are known to be excellent lubricant materials. Next, when we are discussing about C60, C60 is known to be an excellent ferromagnet. Point with C60 is known to be an excellent soft ferromagnet. Then, when you are discussing about C60, C60 materials having excellent drug delivery character, just like CNT. It is used in the treatment of HIV, which is used in the treatment of cancer, and it is also used in the treatment of coronavirus. So, they are known to be excellent drug delivery vehicle. Carbon nanomaterials, sorry, C60 materials. Medicinal application drug mode of action, drug delivery action, drug working towards microorganism increase of point. Next, when we're discussing about fullerenes, the fullerenes are known to be the powerful oxidizing agent. What is known to be an oxidation reaction? Oxidation is known to be that addition of oxygen is known to be oxidation. The removal of hydrogens is also known to be that oxidation. So, and all these what we're saying is the applications of C60. Examination of C60 with the paper లేకుండా పరుపు లేదండి. C60 questions regular గా అడుగుతున్నాడు. Preparation properties applications of C60 అంటున్నాను. మళ్ళీ చూద్దాం. C60s are known to be excellent charge carriers identified in the batteries, used in the batteries. They're used in the photovoltaic cell. They're also used as a superconductors, which is used as a lubricant, which is used as a soft ferromagnet, which is used in the treatment of HIV and the cancer. And it is also known to be a very good oxidant used in the chemical reactions. So, it's all about carbon nanomaterials, right? We have already discussed what is known to be that carbon nanomaterials. Simple. Now, when we're discussing about and all these carbon nanomaterials, the carbon nanomaterials having the size is ranging in between 1 to 100 nanometers. The size is ranging in between 1 to 100 nanometers. Carbon nanomaterials are identified with SEM, PEM, XRD, and BET methods. BET image, TEM image, XRD image, and SEM image. Now, carbon nanomaterials having the size which is identified in between 1 to 100 nanometers. 1 to 100 nanometer in between మీరు ఏం చేస్తారంటే size అనేది ఐడెంటిఫై చేస్తారు. నెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి, లాస్ట్ టైం చెప్పాను ఇట్ ఈస్ నోన్ టు బి బెట్ మెషిన్. ఇందులో మీరు కార్బన్ నానో మెటీరియల్ తీసుకోండి. కార్బన్ నానో మెటీరియల్ తీసుకొని ఫోకస్ చేయండి. కార్బన్ నానో మెటీరియల్ వీరు గెటింగ్ దిస్ సైజ్, రైట్? ద సైజ్ ఇస్ రీజింగ్ ఇన్ బిట్వీన్ 1 to 100 నానోమీటర్స్. మనం డిఫరెంట్ డయాగ్నోస్ మనం చూసాం కదా. ద సైజ్ ఇస్ ఐడెంటిఫైడ్ 1 to 100 నానోమీటర్. You see this 20 nanometer carbon nanomaterials, 200 nanometers, 100 nanometers, 10 nanometers, like this. And all these carbon nanomaterials are prepared using the two main methods. The first method is known to be the Sol-Gel method. Number 2 is known to be chemical reduction method. Sol-Gel and chemical reduction method. Right. Preparing carbon nanomaterials of two main classification. Preparation should be done by two methods. The first method is known to be that top-down approach. Number 2 is known to be bottom-up approach. Bulk particles ni nanoparticles కింద కన్వర్ట్ చేయడాన్ని టాప్-డౌన్ అప్రోచ్ అంటారు. స్మాల్ పార్టికల్స్ నానోపార్టికల్స్ కింద కన్వర్ట్ చేయడాన్ని బాటమ్-అప్ అప్రోచ్ అంటారు. మనం మెజారిటీ కేసులో వాడేది ఏంటంటే బాటమ్-అప్ అప్రోచ్. Sol-Gel మెథడ్ బాటమ్-అప్ అప్రోచ్, కెమికల్ రిడక్షన్ మెథడ్ కూడా బాటమ్-అప్ అప్రోచ్, రైట్? Then how the carbon nanomaterial is converting into tube. Now you're taking extended graphene sheet and carbon nano sheet. Carbon nano graphite sheet మనం చేస్తున్నాం, రోల్ చేస్తున్నాం, డ్రాప్ చేస్తున్నాం, ట్యూబ్స్ కింద కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తున్నాం. And these carbon nanotubes have two main classification. Number one is single-walled carbon nanotube. Number two is going to be the multi-walled carbon nanotube. Right. That's all about carbon nanomaterials, right? The continuation with the next topic we will discuss in the next.